Good afternoon. Today we're going to be talking about the wireless Amkus remotes on Rescue 21. We're going to walk through all the procedures to make sure that they are functioning properly for you if you choose to use them on scene. So obviously, first of all, once you get on scene, you get your vehicle in park. If you are not going to be using the pump, you need to turn on the Amkus system. It would also turn on the generator to be safe. Again, if you're not pumping, come back up to the front of the cab and make sure you hit that fast idle. We want to make sure that the engine is idling up. We get the right RPMs for the Amkus pump to operate properly. And once you do that, there are two wireless remotes on the truck. There is one on the pump panel, typically hanging there, and there's one on the A-frame in the cab on the officer's side. So once you get your truck set up, if you're going to choose to work the remote, again, first step, you're going to come over here to where you see that it's on the on position. Once it's in the on position, you're going to go ahead and hold it in the start position for about 3 seconds. Once you do that, this remote's going to be good to operate. Again, the numbers and colors coordinate with the lines on the truck. One thing to keep in mind on the wireless remotes is the wired remotes that are on the truck. Again, in each one of the back compartments, we have this one down here, one on the opposite side of this truck. The wired-in remotes will always override the wireless ones. The wired ones will show you what the wireless ones are doing, but if you choose to turn it off at the wired one, that did override the wireless controller. So while we're standing here, any one of the buttons that we do press, if I press the number 1 blue on here, we're going to now see that the blue indication light is on that one. If we go ahead and turn it off, we're going to see the red light disengage on there, showing that that line is down. So now, obviously we have 3 100-foot lines, and we do have a 200-foot line. So we did just run a test. So basically, on the front of the building here, 200 foot is all the way to the wall on the opposite side over there by the EMS base. The remote control worked, I'm going to call it sporadically, at the 200-foot mark. So if you do choose to use it on the 200-foot marks, it may or may not operate based on some of the radio interferences and stuff that are around there. Again, these are just basically crane controls operating on a remote frequency, so there can be interference that will allow these things not to operate properly. So once you're done with the operations and you're going to turn off the wireless controller, again, you're going to come back to the controller and simply turn it off. That's going to be all that you need to do to turn off this wireless controller. The other button that's going to be on this remote is this red button. This is going to be the emergency button. If at any point in time you have this out there and the Amkus system has a failure, one of the lines starts to break, or you need to shut down the system, if you press this button down, it will shut off the entire system. It'll override the wireless remotes and the wired ones and shut down the entire system until you come back over and flick the button back up. So again, the sense of emergency, go ahead and press that button down. That'll shut the whole system down, and then you can go ahead and reset your process there. So again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask myself. Again, I'm Captain March, or ask any one of the line officers. Thank you.